Okay, so this is going to correspond to two Khan Academy sections. One is going to be graphing parabolas in vertex form, and the other one is going to be something about word problems. I think quadratic word problems. I'll assign it to you so you'll know the name of it. Okay, so the first section is just kind of a review of graphing that puts everything together. So just a quick reminder here, this +2 brings our vertex up 2 spaces, and this brings our vertex in the positive direction. So a -2 inside parentheses brings it in the positive 2 directions. So that puts our vertex right there. It's going to be positive because that's a +2. So to find one other point on this parabola, we're just going to plug in a point. So it should be close on either side. So I'll do a 1 or a 3. Let's just do a 1 because it would be easy. So when x is 1, we're doing 2, and instead of x minus 2, we'll do 1 minus 2. So we're just plugging in 1 for x squared plus 2. Okay, that would give us 2 times -1 squared plus 2. And with order of operations, I got to do exponents next. So it'd be 2, -1 squared would be 1. And then plus 2, so that would give us 4. So our next point would go right there. So 1, find the vertex. 2, pick another point, preferably easy, to make it easier, make it close by, and then that'll give us the shape of our parabola. If there's a point on this side, there'll be a point on this side as well, and it would look like that, but less messy. Let's look at a word problem here. Oh, let me add a graph to this so we can see what the graph of it looks like. Okay, so with these word problems, it always helps to kind of visualize what the graph would look like. And this graph doesn't look like it's going to fit, but I'll kind of fake it. So a certain company's main source of income is selling socks. The company's annual profit in millions as a function of the price of the pairs of socks in dollars is modeled by, and again, that's the quadratic equation that models the profit. We want to think about what that means. So it says the company's profit in millions of dollars as a function of pairs of socks. So this X would be pairs of socks, and this the y-axis would be profit. So depending on how many socks we sell, we're going to make a profit. So we're going to have a parabola, kind of an upside down parabola, where the profit is going to be right here. So the idea is to find out where that vertex would be in this case. So we're going up 12, and my graph doesn't go up to 12, but I'll go above the graph, and then we're going forward 5. So we're going 5 here, and then there'll be a point at 12. Let's pretend there's a 12 on this graph. So my graph is going to look something like this. Again, only neater. And it says, what is the maximum profit a company can earn? So that profit right there is going to be 12. Okay. All right, let's look at one more, and then this is going to go along with two Khan Academies. Okay, so a certain company's main. Wait a minute, is this one we just did? That's the one we just did. Okay, this one's a little. Let's look at one more. I was hoping to do another graphing one, but I don't know where I put it. An object is launched from a platform. Its height in meters, x seconds after the launch, is modeled by this equation here. How many seconds after being launched will the object hit the ground? Okay, so x stands for seconds here, and our y stands for the height. So we're going to want to, so just kind of, I'm going to put on there again just so we can kind of visualize what's happening again. Okay, so it's a -5. It's a -5, so it's going to be going down. And we have vertex at 184. So again, this doesn't go up to 180, but it's going to go, let's say, like that, like that. And it says how many seconds after being launched does the object hit the ground. So we're looking for that piece right there. And that would be when y is equal to 0, or we can think of it as h of x being equal to 0. So we're plugging in 0 to our original equation here. So it'd be 0 equals -5 x minus 4 squared plus 180. And we're going to isolate the squared quantity, so the x minus 4 squared. So I'm going to subtract 180 from both sides. That gives us -180 equals -5x plus 20. Oh, whoops, I'm sorry. I forgot about our square. I got ahead of myself. I forgot that this was squared, so I was just simplifying blindly because now we got to get rid of this -5 here. And that would give us 36, I believe. I'm going to have to check my math on that. Yeah, I think that works out. So then the 5s cancel out. That would give us x minus 4 squared. Take the square root of both sides. And I'm going to run out of room here in a second. But that would give us square root of 36 is 6. And then that would equal the x minus 4 when we take the square root of that x minus 4 squared. But it is also equal to -6 equals x minus 4. And then we would add 4 here. That would give us 10 is equal to x. And if I add 4 here, that gives us a -2. Okay, so x would equal -2. I'm making a video. I'll be by in 1 minute, okay? No, that's okay. Just wanted to help let my young people. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. So it's not going to be -2 seconds. The negative doesn't make sense in this case, but it would be a +10. So that's going to be our answer. It'd be after 10 seconds that this hits the ground again. Okay. And again, the name of this section, and I'll assign it, would be Quadratic Word Problems Vertex Form. And I'll be available to answer any questions. I know it was kind of quick.